Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sims 3 speed build. So today I am making a criminal hideout for my challenge from the ground up. So basically in that challenge you have to create an entire town yourself. So you can build all the community lots, the residential lots, and all of that. And there's requirements. You have to do that before your sim dies. So your sim can pretty much do whatever he wants, or she do whatever they want to create money, and they have to build everything with their own cash. So that is why you see the dollar bills like moving while I'm building, because he has to pay for everything. My sim does. So basically creating a, like I said, it's a criminal hideout, but I'm using the haunted house there that you see. It is a rabbit hole that your Sims, I think you get it with seasons, I believe is where it comes from. So you will need the expansion pack that has the haunted house. And then I also use the windows and a door from the Now and Then Manor. So you'll want to have that. But I think the rest, I'm not sure what all the packs are for sure, because I don't really pay much attention, honestly. I think I use Supernatural because there's dead plants. At least I think the dead plants are from Supernatural. I don't really know. I usually just put things down. Anyway, I just kind of used it because I use the haunted house because I view your criminal hideout as being a place where they're going to want to go somewhere where people are not going to guess that that's where they're at. They want to hide, basically. And I figure what better place to hide other than in the basement of an old haunted house. So I kind of created it to kind of look like this portion of the house I'm doing right now is part of the house. But in that area is where your Sims will exit. They'll exit that area when they leave the haunted house, but they will also go in. That's kind of where I have, I guess you could say, quote unquote, the storm cellar, or the cellar to the basement, the steps there that they used to have in the old houses that were always on like the side of the house, and they kind of went on, they were real steep and went underneath the house. Well, that's kind of what I created. I mean, you can't really make like cellar, store, or stairs or anything in The Sims, but that's kind of what I wanted. That's what it represents. So, and then when you go in the basement, you have to go down a little ways, but when you go down in the basement, you'll get to the criminal hideout. And then the Sims, of course, can go there to work. It would be nice if the criminal hideout was, you know, a little smaller because it is awfully big, but everything works. I have tested this. Sims can go in the haunted house. They come out just fine. They can go to the criminal hideout. They can come out. Everything works, so you won't have to worry about that. And then I made it look like, so basically the backstory of this criminal hideout area isn't so much the criminal hideout itself. It's just like I said, you know, the criminals found this old house. It's supposed to be haunted, so, you know, nobody really wants to go here. And they broke into the cellar area of the house, and then, you know, they made their hideout down in the basement of the house. So that's kind of what that is. The house itself, basically, it's kind of like the family. There was a family that lived there. I even put the old mill on the lot, so the family business was like the old mill, and it has, you know, the water and stuff that goes underneath the water mill. And so, you know, at one time they used to do that for their job. That's their family business. Oh, and I also put the hideout in apparently backwards. I didn't realize I did this. It is fixed, so don't worry. I had to make some changes. It is fixed though, so it is turned around the correct way, and your Sims will go in the entrance, considering that's the back door that's all boarded up, and I did not realize this. Anyway, the family of the old haunted house, they ran the mill as their family business, and one eerie night, somebody or something happened and the family was murdered. They never found out what happened. It's just unsolved. They have no idea what happened to the family other than the fact that they have been murdered. And now the house is haunted from the family. You know, the family that used to live there haunts the house. the old mill still sits there, along with their they had some wagons and stuff like that that got left behind, and there's of course there's boxes everywhere. It just kind of like way off. I mean, you really have to go. I put this on a lot really far away from everywhere. It's literally at the end of the world. I don't know what used to be here, but the lot was already previously here. It's a 40 by 40 lot, and it's got, like I said, the old mill. It's got like crates in here. You can also fish for the death fish here. There's a small, I guess maybe it was a family animal cemetery. There's some cats, dogs, horses. I even put in the unicorn gravestone just because. But yeah, everything is broken down and falling apart. Nothing is new. Your Sims, like I said, can go in the haunted house. Just be careful. They may come out as a ghost because it happens with the haunted house. And if you're on this lot, yes, Sims will like go into the haunted house. My Sim, while I was playing, he just decided to go into it all by himself. So I'm going to assume other Sims will do the same, but that I do not know. Now, when I was doing this, I did not realize, after all these years of playing Sims 3, did not realize you cannot put a gate on a diagonal. I did not know this. I planned this little cemetery to have a gate, and I was going to put it on the diagonal, and I did not know that you cannot do that. I had no idea. So I ended up just making just an opening for Sims to go in, and they do go in there, and they do mourn the death of all these animals that apparently was maybe the family pets that used to live here. I don't really know, but yeah. So this video isn't very long because it really didn't take me very long to create this world or this lot. It took me about an hour, I think, to do. And you know, this is just something I wanted it to be a little bit different. I mean, I didn't want to just stick the criminal hideout somewhere. I wanted it to look like someplace where criminals would go to hide and do their criminal business, whatever it is they do. So, but there's the old mill. It's just like, what do you want to call it? One of those things that you just kind of set somewhere. You can't use it. The Sims can't use it or anything like that. So, it just kind of there, just an object. So it does kind of stick off of the lot boundaries a little bit, but that's okay. It's not broke, and you won't know it in game. Like, you can't see where the lot is, so it looks just fine. It's okay, so don't worry about it. Here's where I'm putting in the death fish here, and I put, you know, like brambles, or I'm not sure what they are, but they're like these like weed things that stick up. So, or something. I don't know what they are, but I put it around just to kind of make it look unkept. There's some of the things I put. I ended up using these logs instead because I realized the logs I was going to use was some kind of store content, and I have no idea where it came from, and I really didn't want to try to research and figure out where that came from, so I decided not to use it at all. So here's just some more of the boxes. I don't know, they looked like something that would be there. Just boxes, I don't know. So this is basically the lot. I mean, you're pretty much seeing everything. There's a few dead trees because, you know, some trees die, some live. You know, trees will drop more seeds and make more. So you have the new trees, you have dead trees, just a mixture of things. There's not really any flowers or anything, just stuff to make it look overgrown because, I mean, there's nobody here to upkeep a garden. So there's just, you know, dead things. And like I said, this dead looking grass stuff growing all over. And the pond is overgrown with stuff growing and just a few different things, you know. I really didn't know what to put all in here. I tried finding stuff. There are a few lights here and there and about to light it up, but it's not super light. It's just a little bit here and there. And here are the screenshots coming up, so I hope you enjoy. And if you have any comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave them below, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.